My peoples, it is spooky season and I've been lacking. So let me start with out of these 4 creatures, which one of these motherfuckers would I be? My peoples, I'm gonna ask y'all for real. Who the hell do you know would want to be a zombie? I'm not talking about that Disney shit where the zombies can act, think, and talk for themselves and look relatively normal because they got something keeping them in check on their wrist. We're talking full-on deteriorating ass skin and only existing to eat other motherfuckers until they turn into them. As a zombie, you can literally have limbs missing and still function. I would not want that shit. Like, bro, I don't want to be just a damn torso. My absolute worst fear would just be being a head. There's few times in media where being a zombie is kind of lit, like iZombie, where the premise is that the main character is a coroner's assistant in a police department, so she gets all the dead body and brain she can ever want to remain sentient because that's how zombies in this universe remain sentient. But the main drawback being that whoever's brain she eats, she takes on their main personality traits as well as some of their memories, which is actually pretty cool because it allows them to solve for homicides because she eats the victim's brains and finds out who the fuck did it. All down on top of the fact that their bodies don't deteriorate, they just get paler. Then you got like the 5th season of Z Nation where the zombies eventually mutate and become sentient, retaining their personalities and memories from before they were infected, but they still need to eat brains to keep that hunger down, which if they don't keep eating brains, they'll get hungry and revert to OG zombie status. But even in those situations, I would not pick that shit. And hell, being a ghost isn't that much better. See, one thing that's consistent with a lot of ghosts in media is that regular people can't even see them. Just to interact with the physical world, you gotta do some extra shit. Hell, one of the most consistent things about dead niggas, they always wish they could be alive. Then you got shit like Casper where people can see and feel the ghosts and there'd be no problems on their end. Hell, High Five ghosts would just be big chilling half the time. But I still wouldn't pick this shit over the other two. Now I've already made a video on would I rather be a werewolf or a vampire when it comes to Twilight, so let me elaborate on the grander scheme of vampirism. As a vampire, you're an immortal creature of the night. You can't take sunlight for shit, you still require the sustenance of the blood of others to survive, and you are age locked at whatever point you turned at. Now assuming there's no arbitrary rules like you have to be invited in somewhere to go in somewhere with people, or that original vampire source hive mind shit, even with the conventional weaknesses of a vampire, you'd still be essentially Superman light, because vampires still tend to have superhuman strength, speed, agility, and sometimes flight. Also, I'm not gonna lie, this is one of the most clever ways I've seen someone get through that whole house rule. Bro said, okay, you know, you don't gotta invite me in the crib, I'll just set fire to your gas line and see how long that house lasts so I could just walk through. When the night falls, you are king. I just love the sun and food too much to give either of them shits up. So a fucking course, I gotta stay with being a werewolf. Worst case scenario, I get a once-a-month transformation I have no control over. Best case scenario, I'm a Skyrim werewolf, and on average, I still get superhuman strength, speed, and durability along with senses. That's just me though. What about y'all?